Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that 2023 can absolutely be listed as Disney's worst year in history, especially given the fact that it was their 100th anniversary. I don't know if you guys knew that, but it was on October 16th. In fact, that very given day is the day that the Daily Wire dropped their version of the trailer for Snow White featuring Brett Cooper to really kind of challenge against the Rachel Zegler 2025 Snow White film. Now, there's been a lot of things going on right now with the whole Echo backlash and the Echo ratings disaster on Disney+, everything revolving around the series that really hit a new low when it came to the last episode that really just drove a lot of fans away. There's been a lot of things going on between those over at Marvel Studios like Kevin Feige and those over at Disney like Bob Iger and the rest of the board of directors there, really going into full panic mode over the latest series, of course, for Disney+, Echo for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's as big of a disaster as the Star Wars situation. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you all so very much for the great and kind support. So, there's no doubt about it that the Marvels really, truly, by fact, had the worst opening at the box office in MCU history. We all know this, they know this, they want to downplay that as much as they want to, or as how much as they can. But when you look at the Echo series, sure, you know, fans are divided and really kind of felt differently for all of the episodes leading up to the finale. That really just went downhill to the point where a lot of fans just checked out and wanted nothing more to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, let alone an Echo Season 2 moving onwards. There's a lot of fans that have a lot of differing opinions on the show, and basically Bob Iger had some things to address. Now, with the Echo series ratings hitting a new low for both Disney and Marvel Studios, recently Bob Iger decided to run into damage control by responding to the entire situation with the series and the fan backlash. Bob Iger went on to deliver the following. As CEO and someone who has been overly proud with the direction that Kevin Feige has been bringing us into the Marvel Universe for the next few phases of Marvel films and series, our latest addition into the Marvel Universe, Echo, is something that I felt we needed to address here at Disney. We have been hearing reports of our customers not gaining the satisfaction that we aimed for with this series, and after carefully reviewing all of this with our analysts over the course of the past number of days, we have come to the conclusion that those who have any level of concern about the source material surrounding the series and those of our customers that remain unsatisfied with our series is nothing more than a small minority in a similar pattern that we dealt with for our Marvels film by director Nia DaCosta. We are seeing a common misconception as being handled in an irresponsible manner about the trades, that this series of ours is about ideology over art. I can't stress this enough, but we do not engage in any kind of culture wars, nor do we support agenda-driven strategies in our Marvel films and/or series. We remain very confident that this series not only pays tribute and respect to the comic source material, but it also expands in a proper fashion to actually congratulate diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is not to be mistaken as an agenda, as this is our way of expanding our global audience for everything Marvel, such as with our latest release Echo, and we intend to celebrate the promotion of DEI into our upcoming Agatha series, which is set to debut this fall as well. We ask everyone to let the product speak for itself, as we believe the ratings and reports from the trades are over-exaggerating our move for DEI into the series to truly expand our audience properly on the Disney Plus platform as one of our most successful business models to celebrate DEI. This is one of our current challenges today, with modern filmmaking and for our television programs, is how do we handle and guide our customers to let the product speak for itself, and to look forward to expanding with a Season 2 for Echo. That is a hope and something that we are pushing for to properly evolve our Marvel characters that have remained untouched apart from the films produced and established by Mr. Feige. Now guys, let me stop here for one moment. Now, the fact that Bob Iger is desperately trying to defend this series at all costs, really trying to downgrade all of what's happening, you know, the amount of backlash, the amount of upset fans, the amount of people that are checking out of the MCU after Echo, it's that big of a deal. Some of you guys out there, I'm gonna be honest, may not view this as a big deal. I've heard this from plenty of people that said that they love the Echo series. But whether or not that's truly a majority is obviously misguided by Bob Iger himself. It is quite clear that a large portion of Marvel fans are deeply just disgusted with the Echo series finale, and that was enough to really kind of remain shy from ever even wanting a season 2. And that's exactly why I think that Bob Iger's bringing up his love and his passion for expanding the Echo series, because it's basically going to be yet another disaster for Disney to shove down the fans' throats, and something that Kevin Feige wants to establish further. Whether or not we're going to get a season 2, who knows? I think it's going to follow a similar pattern to She-Hulk, because we all know that season 2 is in shambles right now. It's likely not happening. In fact, they did cancel it after they tried to get it back. However, Tatiana Maslany is hoping that she can get things back on track with that. There's a lot to talk about there. But what's interesting about this, again, Bob Iger goes on to conclude, we are at a time when ratings can be very inconsistent and inaccurate, and it is something that we are attempting to repair for the years to come to attract more of our customers for one of our favorite divisions here at Disney, such as Marvel Studios. It's also irresponsible of a small minority of fans attempting to convince other percentages of our demographic to withdraw from a series that may not agree with their needs before witnessing our latest installment on Disney+. Now again, guys, I feel that the superhero trend is dying, at least under Disney it is, yes, most definitely. We'll have to wait and see what James Gunn is going to do with the DC Universe, rebooting all of that. I still have no hope about that, to be honest with you guys. Blue Beetle, very underwhelming in my book, that's just my opinion. I felt it was way too comic booky in the sense of Marvelizing it. That's basically what Gunn wants to do with the DC Universe, is to kind of give it a Marvel type of refresh with that sense of humor and that sense of, style and format. That's what they want to do with the new DC Universe, as opposed to what they did in previous times. So again, this is another example of Bob Iger desperately trying to say the ratings are inaccurate, that they are not real, that they are not honest, that the trades, as in the Hollywood trades he's talking about Echo and how, the ratings really did not meet expectations and how that's all inaccurate. Again, this is the same copy and paste, garbage that Bob Iger likes to spew out, like how he can't stress enough that they don't engage in culture wars, or that they're going to promise to quiet down the noise, and that nothing is an agenda-driven strategy. Meanwhile, everything is. He says that they're not all about ideology over art, that they are about art over ideology, is a complete lie. Because he has said this before in the past, that they want to insert DEI as much as possible. And we know all too very well where DEI truly comes from. It's a push by BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. So overall, guys, drop a comment below. Fill me in below in the comments what you all have to say about this. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.